Time is the only resource in your life that you cannot get more of. We all know it, yet we waste years of our life giving our attention away to things that waste this most precious resource. In this video, we're going to look at why that is and explore the factors that hijacks our dopamine response so we can reclaim control over it and become the masters of our own time. Hi, my name is Oscar and I help people raise their vibration and share their gift with the world. And in this video, we are going to look at how we can reclaim control over our dopamine response and become the masters of our own time. So I don't know if you've heard of it, but Apple has dropped this new headset called the Vision Pro. What this basically is like it's a mask that you put over your head and you're completely encapsulated in your whole own universe. But if you press a button, some people can see your eyes or a vision of what are your eyes, so they can know and communicate with you through that headset. But for you, it's just you're looking at a screen. And that just made me think of how much this is just gonna affect us. Because I don't know if you know it, but people already has so low attention span. Because we get bombarded by information all the time. So that really got me thinking about this idea or this thing about dopamine, you know? And another thing that I'm also, because I'm a YouTuber, right? I'm looking into how can I grab people's attention so they can get my message in all that jungle that is out there. So there is this guy whose name is Mr. Beast, and I hadn't heard of him, up until some days ago. But apparently he has 159 million subscribers. And I saw one of his videos. The thumbnail was basically a boat, a golden boat, and him like the biggest smile. And that's like dopamine deluxe, right? It's dopamine kick deluxe. Because that is like this shiny object, and we like the shiny things, and so we go for it. We're just like, it's like he's gonna demonstrate what is a yacht, like 1 million yacht up until $1 billion yacht. And of course you're like, oh, I want to see this luxury life. I want to see that. And I fell victim of that too. But the thing is this, that if you are someone who wants to start your business, or you want to get your message across to other people, you really need to become the master of your own time, and especially your own focus, right? Because your focus is your currency, right? You don't have unlimited focus. And the more you spread it out to different things, the less you can grow the things that really matter. I remember when, a long time ago, I was such a sucker, I would say, for dopamine, because all these new things that came out, they enticed me, and I read so much information. I'm like, oh, I want this. And it was the same thing if I was waiting on an SMS or a notification. It could grab my attention so hard, and I was waiting for something, because you get this pleasure kick whenever something comes. So if someone called, I was just like, oh, I hope it's her. Maybe it wasn't, right? But that expectation in itself is like, that gives you this kick of dopamine. And advertisers knows this. So there's definitely a battle for your attention, right? Look at this. Look at this, because if you look at this, I am gaining your energy, right? Your focus is your most precious resource. And a lot of us falls victim to what is called the visual attention bias, right? Whatever is beautiful, we deem that as valuable. We deem it as valuable. So the more beautiful it is, the easier it is for attention to go there, especially for men. It is that way. I mean, there's not a coincidence that sports cars are sleek, beautiful, and like sexy in their outlook, right? It doesn't really apply for women 100%, but men's are sucker for it, complete suckers for it. And I mean, there's 4 billion men on, no, not really, what is it? 3.5 billion men on this earth. So there's pretty big market, right? So dopamine, it can either be something that you can really use to fill you up with pleasure and go in the direction of where you want to go, or you become the one who is, you suffer from how others use it against you. I mean, there's reasons why this notification symbol on Facebook or anywhere else is like a red with a white 1 in it or 2 or whatever, right? It's the same as a stop sign. The stop sign is red with the white in it. And it is there because it speaks of survival, right? It speaks to the really primitive parts of you. So dopamine is there basically because you get to go to the parts that are pleasurable, right? It is there for you to go to what is beneficial for you. But in these days, in the modern times, we think that everything is beneficial for us. But too much of what is beneficial becomes detrimental as well. And we have trouble being the one who claims attention or reclaim our attention about the things that are around us, because they bombard us and we're not really aware of it. So what should we do, right? Well, there's a gap between when you're getting a response, right? You get an instance, you want to click on that notification symbol, or your phone is buzzing and you want to check what that is. In that gap, there is an energy. And if you become aware of that energy and you look at it, right? You're there with your attention, you just look at it, you're not instantly reacting. You're rather being aware of what is going on. Like you look at your phone and you feel maybe that there's a need for you to look at it. And that need, it is communicating something to you, right? What is the need? Is it the need for being or belonging to something? Or being significant? Or is it basically a need for survival because you're having this enormously important call that's coming? Right? There's always a hidden need behind a stimuli. So once you start discovering it by you being there with your attention, you start discerning what the need really is. And the need has always to do with something inside of you that you're saying that you do not currently have, right? Because the truth is that you have everything in this moment that you need. So you only need it because you're saying to yourself that you do not currently have it. If you look at what are the movies or videos or podcasts you normally listen to, you will start discovering what you're saying that you have a need of. So for instance, if it's a guy and he looks a lot of action movies and romantic comedies, right? Then maybe he has the need for action in his life. He has the need for like getting out there, being adventurous, right? There's a need of adventure. And there's a need for being belonging. So there's always a need underneath what is trying to grab your attention. Marketers are just tapping into that need. And every time any stimuli comes around you, depending on your level of awareness, you always have a choice of how you are going to respond to it, right? Choice is about response. Reaction has no choice. Reaction is instant. So anytime something is poking for your attention, take a step back, discern what is it that I'm saying to myself that I need? What is it that makes this so important? So that's one thing. The second thing is this, and I want you to think about this. If you truly need it, the universe will make sure that it comes again, right? Whatever you need, you will have. Maybe not what you want, but what you need. That means that you can afford to not look at what is stimulating yourself to react in a direction instantly or grab for something, right? Because if you truly need it, it will come again. And maybe not exactly in the form that it was before, but it will produce the same result. So think about that. If you truly need it, it will come again, right? I have my phone mostly on soundless. It buzzes very rarely. All my notifications are off, right? Maybe only the ones that are really, really important in my life can reach me. Because again, it is your time. It is your most precious resource, and nobody else but you are the one who will value your time. It's not that people want to take advantage of you, it just becomes that way because the most of people value their own time. So that's really important. Value your own time. Become aware of the need, the stimuli. And also, if you are there with your attention, you can start feeling the urge, right? But the more you feel it without reacting to it and instantly like resolving the tension that is between you and the stimuli, because you're looking at what it is, right? You're resolving your curiosity, right? Your fear of missing out becomes resolved because you're making sure that you're finding out what it is that is poking on your attention. But there's another way, and the other way is by directing your attention to whatever it is that you're thinking that you're missing out upon. So awareness is the key. Awareness is the key to mastering your dopamine response. And you can do it in everything. And you can trust that whatever you need will come your way. Again, even if you give it up right now. So there's no rush to make an impulsive decision or an impulsive reaction. And the less you're spreading out your focus, the more of that enormous focus you have, that you can dive in to the things that truly matters to you. Like sharing your gift with others. Like building your business, building your life, spending it the quality time with your loved ones. Being really discerning of where you put your focus. And then you can start playing with it. You can start seeing where is your threshold of attention. Like, for me, the threshold apparently went when I saw this Mr. Beast's thumbnail, right? It was just like, I have to see what this is about, right? I get to see the inside of a $1 billion yacht or a 50 billion or 50 million yacht, right? It's like this, it's an enticing, I'm fearful of missing out, of not seeing how this luxury comes across. But it's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. There's a need inside of me that I have to look at, right? Is it my need for being significant? And feeling I am someone? So take that in. What are the needs in your life? What are the things you're doing that are demonstrating that you're constantly having a need to fulfill? Right? Is it action? Is it romantic comedy? Is it play? Is it fun? Is it survival? What is the need? Discover it. Start seeing that. See what the story is behind that need. and start fulfilling it inside of you. And you will see that the dopamine or the need for that pleasurable kick will start diminishing. And that's when you start reclaiming control over your life. So that's it for today's video, guys. Please comment below on your own ideas around dopamine. And don't forget to click the subscribe, the notification bell, and like this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and joy to all of you. Bye for now.